Hello, welcome back to Cami Designs, and today I'm just going to do the first square over, because I realized I was off the screen a lot, and then I'm going to do the bind off. And this is simple square baby blanket, square one, redo, and the bind off. And I heard in the comments that people like to see the actual pattern written out, so here it is, and I'll show it again at the end of the video. So what you want to do is, I already have most of my square finished here, because I'm going to show the bind off as well. So I want to knit this first row in the pattern. So and it's 32 stitches, just like all the other ones. So I'm just going to go through and knit this first row. It's pretty easy. And then the next row I will do a knit and slip, and I will show you how that looks. Okay, so I'm just going to knit this across here. I keep having to pause it because my little one needs help with his video game, I guess. Okay. So that is the first row, and it's just all knit. And then the next row is, I'm going to flip my work here, and I'm going to knit this first one here, and then I'm going to slip one and then knit, slip one, knit, and I'm slipping it purlwise just because then my stitches aren't twisted when I go on to the next row. And once again, I'm repeating that all the way across till the last two. Knit, slip, knit, slip, slip, and knit, slip, and knit, slip, and knit, slip, and knit, slip, knit, slip, knit, slip, and knit, and again, slip, and I'm going to knit these last two here, 1 and 2. Okay, and I'm going to flip my work here, and I'm just going to knit once again all the way across. And I'm doing these squares 5 by 5 or 5.5, it depends on your tightness of your stitches and your gauge and your tension on your yarn. And you can stretch these a little bit when you iron them and block them. They do stretch a little bit. So if you're off by just a hair, it's not a big deal. Okay. I'm almost done with this row, and this one is just knit all the way across. Get into this last stitch, there we go. Flip my work again, and now this one here I'm going to knit 2 at the beginning. If I can get my, so knit 2, and then I'm going to slip and knit 1, slip, knit 1, slip, knit 1, slip, knit 1, And this should be the end of my square here. And I will bind it off. So you guys can see how I've been binding all my squares off. Okay. And you can see the last two, I slipped one and then knit the last one. Okay, and this is 5 inches now. So now I'm just going to bind off. And to do that, I'm going to knit the first 2. Then I'm going to take this one here and slip it over that one. And I'm just going to do that all the way across. Knit 1, take that first loop on there and put it over that one. Then knit 1 and slip it over. Knit, oops. You gotta knit 1. You want to be careful because you don't want to drop all your stitches here. Slip it over. Knit 1 and slip it over. And I'm just doing this all the way to the end here. It can take some getting used to, especially if you are a tight knitter, like I am. So I gotta pull the yarn a little bit. Over. I'm almost done here, and then I will show the stitches for that first square. I'll show it row out. And I didn't realize because I don't edit my videos, so I did not know how far off the camera I was when I did the square one, until I watched it later, and I seen how bad it was. So that's why I wanted to show again for anybody who needs that visual. Obviously, that's why I do the YouTube videos. So I have a new setup here in the room I work out of, so I see on camera better. I'm almost done here. And then this whole edge will be binded off, and that's what I'm going to first stitch my squares together. It will be from top to bottom. Once again, I'm making 6 squares of each square. Okay, so that is that. Now I'm going to cut a tail on my yarn here. And what I do is, oh, I don't want to pull it completely out, is I just pull it through like a knot, and I just knot it. I know a lot of people don't knot their knitting, but I started crocheting first, and you knot and crochet. So there is the first square with the bind off, and here is the pattern for the square. I don't have the pattern for the bind off row down, but it's knit, and then the asterisk is you repeat that between until the last 2 and do those. You knit 2 to start, and then you just repeat this to the end. And there is that, and then here's this. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I appreciate all my subscribers. And if you want to be notified when my videos come out, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. And I do a knit video every week and a left-handed crochet video. So if you're interested in that, check those videos out as well. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye!